Setbacks. We all experience setbacks and they can be devastating. It could be the loss of a job, it could be the ending of a relationship. And what you do next will define whether or not you are able to find opportunities. Now, in this episode, I'm going to cover exactly my setbacks I've experienced in life and some of the things I was able to do to change them into opportunities. Stay tuned. Setbacks. Now, setbacks can be a horrible experience, when we encounter them. Too often we feel like failures. Too often, we feel a bit of a paralysis. We don't want to take action for fear of making the situation worse. And we kind of wallow in our despair. But I'm asking you, think of it a little bit differently. Look at it a little bit differently in that it could be an opportunity for you. Now, maybe the universe was sending this setback to stop you from going down a road that you weren't supposed to be on. If you continued down that road, perhaps your life would have been worse off. But the setback is an opportunity for you to pivot. Think of a setback as an opportunity in disguise to help you work on yourself, grow yourself, so that you can have a better future. Now, I remember for majority of my life, I've encountered a lot of setbacks. Like things were so bad that I felt as if I was cursed. I probably killed a nun and a priest in my past life, and I was being punished by my past transgressions in this life. And it was horrible. But you know what? Don't look at it as a curse, but there is opportunity within this perceived curse. Now, this reminds me of a quote by Napoleon Hill, and he said it best, and it goes like this: opportunity often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. There was a time in my life where I experienced so many setbacks, multiple setbacks, that it was just unheard of. And it all started when I was working at the import-export company, insuring commodities around the world, and for well over $1 million. It was a great job, just got it out of school, and one time they started doing restructuring and I lost my job. Now, the setback took place when earlier, I would say about probably 12 hours earlier, I put a down payment on a new house. So that's one setback. The second setback took place in the form of me struggling to find work for well over 2 years. Third setback took place where I was forced to take a survival job at a call center just to try to make ends meet, and I wasn't making ends meet because the pay was so low. Fourth setback, my mother who's living with us, she is now diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. Fifth setback, with all these setbacks taking place in my life, I go through a depression. I just don't have any motivation, and it's really bad. Now, to add to the mix, my wife shares with me that she's now pregnant with our second-born child. Now, I was excited, but I was also very stressed, I have to be honest, because I was thinking, how are we going to raise another child based on our financial situation? Now, there's times in life where you're going to be caught in between a rock and a hard place like I was. And you're going to have to make the decision to change your mindset from impossible to I'm possible. The way I did that was through excessive networking, aggressive networking, connecting with people. When you start connecting with people, opportunities come. And I have a saying, who knows you refers you, and that's exactly what happened. Because I was aggressively networking, in a short space of time, an opportunity came up for me to interview for a trainer facilitator position. It was far more money than I was making at the call center. What did I do? I took it. Now, I didn't care if there was 100 people applying for the job or if there was even 1,000 people applying for the job. I knew the job was going to be mine, and that opportunity, I was going to claim it. And what happened? I got the job. Now, me getting the job as the facilitator training not only moved my family financially forward, but it also was the catalyst for me to create my first book. It's a funny thing happened on the way to my career. 50 Practical Rules to Get the Job You Want. And what's interesting is I took all those setbacks, all those failures I was experiencing, and I turned it into a book to help people find work using these 50 practical rules. And I still use it to this day in a lot of my training and workshops and facilitation. It helps a lot of people. So when you feel that you're being stuck and you can't move forward, try not to have paralysis, waiting for the perfect moment. The universe does not work that way. You have to take action. It may not be perfect, but have a leap of faith. Now, this reminds me of the play Julius Caesar, where that's exactly what's happened. They have to decide whether to take action or not and seek the opportunity. And it goes like this. There is a tide in the affairs of man, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. And on such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current where it serves or lose our ventures. I'm asking you to take the current where it serves and seek out opportunities because take the words of my late mother, yes you can, and I know you can. Keep moving forward and looking upwards. If you love this video, I want you to like, subscribe, and share if you care. Have a great day and keep working those opportunities. Take care.